everyone, so welcome to the Merry Christmas tag. This is hosted by Roxanne from The Guide's Life. I will leave her link to her channel down in the description box down below, plus the playlist link that everyone is participating. I said that wrong. I will leave the playlist link down in the description box down below for everyone that is participating in this collaboration, so don't forget to click that link at the end of this video. There are a couple of questions here. I'm going to be looking this way because my computer is over here. And let's get started. Use one noise to describe how excited you are for Christmas. I don't know. That's like the only thing I can make. What is the best present you have ever received? Best present I have ever received. My husband got me a mirror that hangs on the door in the bathroom. With that, you're able to actually put your jewelry on it, and it has like this little shelving area for whatever lipsticks, rings, things like that. So that was actually a best present. It's actually very useful, and I did love it. You can't really see much of the mirror because of the stuff being on top of it, but you're able to, like, if you're putting earrings on or something, you're able to see yourself that way. But yeah, I like it because it has two purposes, and it's on the door and it doesn't waste space. So that's one thing I did love, and he got it for me for Christmas, I think 2 years ago it was? A year ago? 2 years ago. I can't remember. But that thing. What is the worst present you have ever received? I can't really say anything that is a worst present. I'm a person who doesn't complain about what she gets, really. I'm a person who doesn't really like perfume as much. Like, I do love perfume. It's just I could only tolerate it so much. There's not much I can tolerate. There's certain scents I can't really tolerate. It gives me a headache for a long purpose of times. So I'm very picky on the perfume I get. Those things I do get, but I don't really complain about it. If I don't really like it, I maybe wear it once or twice, and then it kind of just sits. So I guess it's kind of like a not perfect gift for me, and it's not because I don't like it. Some perfumes I love the smell of. Is just they gave me a headache and I wasn't able to wear them. So it's not really, I can't say it's a worse gift, but it's not just something for me, I guess you could say. I don't really know how to explain that. That's the only thing I think of. Like I said, I'm not a person that will complain. I'll be happy with whatever you give me. But when it comes to something that has a high perfume or a high smell or a certain smell to it, I won't get much use of it. Let me just say that. There's not much of a use for it, for me. I don't get much of a use for it. So as a kid, did a sibling receive a present that you wished for? I am, first of all, the only child between my mom and my dad. I do have a brother and sister from my mom, and I have brothers and sisters from my dad. Both sides, they're all older. Yeah, they're all older. I'm 25, so it kind of gives you kind of an age range. But no, haven't seen something my siblings had and I didn't receive. Next question is, sing a line from your favorite Christmas song. I have quite a few, but so far the only one that comes up to mind is Santa's coming to town. So he's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's going to find out if you're naughty or nice. So yeah, that's the only thing. Sorry, I don't know how to sing. What is your favorite thing about Christmas? Favorite thing is when family gets all together and we get to enjoy each other's time. It's not a rush. It's not just a hi, how are ya? It's actually enjoying each other's time and spending together like that. It's also about, to me, is giving and not receiving. And that's one thing I'm really working on my children's a lot this year. the most, it seems like, is it's better to give than it is to receive. Did you use an advent calendar this year? If so, did you complete each day? We are actually doing our advent calendar this year. This is the first year that we have done it. I remember I got one that hangs on the door, and it was like this Christmas one that you kind of just move this candy cane, but I never put anything in it, so I wasn't like quite sure much of really of it. But this year we are doing an advent calendar, and it is a nativity scene advent calendar, and so far we've been pretty good about it. There's been days that we have missed, so we catched up on those, and you will see a video about that one. Recite one line from your favorite Christmas holiday movie. The only one that comes to mind is Christmas Bounty. I love that one. Recite a line from it. Okay, so they're trying to save the girl's fiance at that time. He decided to get himself caught. So if you haven't seen the movie, yeah, spoiler alert. But the guy, her ex-boyfriend, goes, so this does it for you, because she's like on the phone and she's like trying to track him. There has like that tracking app now, you know how those apps are. But there's like a tracking app for the phones, and she goes, and I thought it was so funny. You just like have to watch it to really see it, because he goes, so that does it for you now, and she goes, It's funny. Anyways, yeah, that's my one-line recital. Share a funny Christmas memory. I'm sure there was actually a lot, because I do remember us always laughing around Christmas time, but I can't really think of something right now for some reason. But there is one that we had done, and it wasn't really on Christmas. It was a little bit before Christmas. Yeah, it was a little bit before Christmas. And it was one of those joke things that you have to spell. Okay, so it goes, how do you spell, or what is it? Yeah, how do you spell Y-E-S? And then the person goes, yes. Or what is Y-E-S? And they say yes. So then they go, so what is E-Y-E-S? And then they go E-S or E-O-S or whatever it is. And that's actually what we did to my mom. Yeah, sorry, Mom. But that's what we did to my mom. And she actually said, yes, yes, that's how you spell it. And we started just laughing. And then at the end, when we finally told her, yes, like we had to write it down. We put yes, and then we put eyes at the bottom. And she looked at it, like she had to double check it. And she just like plain out blushed and started just laughing with us at the end. Because she's like, really? So yeah, that was the only thing that was funny that I remember, and that was just before Christmas. Like I said, there is other funny moments that we've had as a family. Just at the moment I can't remember, and usually some of them are not appropriate. So yeah, that's the only one. So next thing. The next question is, talk us through your typical Christmas day. So since we are here and I am 2,000 miles away from all my family, our typical Christmas is waking up, I start getting cooking, we watch Christmas movies, we do something for a neighbor, what else do we do? I read books to my children. That's just something we do every year. Cooking, read books, Christmas movie, we do something for the neighbor, and then we start unwrapping presents, and yeah, that's pretty much what we do. Now, yeah, that's what we do. Before, it was helping my mom clean, cook, and just trying to get everything done, making sure everything is done, and usually by that time, like, we haven't probably finished cooking, and there's already guests coming. Then when it's like mingling and cooking and mingling and cooking, and then finally mingling and chatting and talking and playing games and things like that. But yeah, that's our typical Christmas from at my mom's to versus here. Do you have any Christmas traditions? No, not really. So far this year, our tradition is reading a book. We open presents on Christmas Eve. And I'm going to be doing the nativity scene with my children. But that's pretty much it for a tradition wise. Not much of a tradition. Well, it's something we do every year, so yeah, it's a tradition, just not probably to someone it probably just seems like the norm. Real or fake tree? I had a fake tree last year. I do not want a fake tree this year, but I think we're gonna end up getting a fake tree this year as well, because last year we had our first fake tree in this house. Last year we had our first real tree in this house, and I was still sweeping those needles from that tree since July, and I swore I cleaned my whole house. I got rid of all the furniture. We got rid of the furniture from Christmas, I remember, and somehow I still end up having needles from the Christmas tree. I don't want to get a real Christmas tree this year, but I think we may end up getting a real Christmas tree this year, because I haven't really found one that I liked, and I told my husband, why don't we get like this small Christmas tree, like a really small Christmas tree, and him and my children said no. So I think we're just gonna end up getting a real Christmas tree. Last question is, do you do pictures with Santa, yes or no? Share some if so. Yes, we did Christmas pictures this year. It's actually kind of funny because my oldest went up first, and then my two youngest went together. So I'm gonna have like two literally separate Christmas photos. That is it for the questions. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you have not, and the playlist link down below for everyone that participated in this collaboration. Thanks to Roxanne from The Guy's Life for hosting it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! And a big Merry Christmas.